Hello everybody and welcome to the bonus video for F-Zero GX. So, first thing I want to show off, what happens if one of the bad guys wins the Grand Prix?
Zero TV.
From the Special F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something. Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
Winning the Grand Prix seemed a good first step on my path to world domination.
Thank you for the interview. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye on F-Zero TV. Goodbye, everyone, and keep on racing.
Yeah, I just gotta love how Mr. Zero there's like, oh god, someone get me away from this guy, he might try to attack me or something like that. Details like that, I love them. But anyways, now it's time to talk about story mode. So, yep, let's start off with the prologue, shall we? Black Shadow's Disgrace.
One more chance is all you get to win this F-Zero Grand Prix, or you know the price of failure.
Yes, I can win it this time. I swear. To play the game, there's the only price of fame.
Okay, so I'm guessing this takes place after F-Zero X and after Captain Falcon won the Grand Prix, so... Anyways, Chapter 1, Captain Falcon Trains. This ought to be fun, right? Yeah, I gotta love how the music and the voice acting is so early 2000s. It did come out in 2003, so it's like, what do you expect? But let's get this out of the way real quick. I am using cheat codes for these chapters I won't be showing off. I'm not going to show off everything because I can't beat it, but I am using cheats. I'm using infinite energy, and I'm also using computer players are instantly flashing red and ready to die. So, yeah, just thought I'd mention that real quick. Because I don't want to be a liar and say, oh yeah, I'm actually the skill. I actually beat these, no problem. Oh no. The only chapter I can beat without cheating is Chapter 1. Granted, I didn't get very far other than Chapter 1. I mean, I tried Chapter 2 and I never beat it. So, yeah, that's as far as I got. Yeah, for anyone wanting to play this game, please do not start with story mode. Start with Grand Prix mode. You know, I would recommend using Captain Falcon. Get used to Blue Falcon, because he's the one you're going to be using throughout the entire story mode. So, if you're going to try to take on story mode, you really got to get used to Blue Falcon. Which, of course, isn't hard, since Captain Falcon is, well, Captain Falcon. He's definitely a good racer to use. And definitely a good beginner vehicle, in my opinion, but... Then again, I'm a noob, so you probably shouldn't be asking me. I can't even beat story mode! Why are you asking me this? I can't beat on normal mode! Oh, man. All the more reason I wish they'd remaster this game and give it an easy mode. Like, give us those beginners a chance, please. Yeah, well, it is what it is.
You stole the prize money from us last time. You will pay for that. That's a fine-looking machine you're driving, Falcon. You know the law here in Red Canyon? If you lose the race, you forfeit your machine. You can't back down now. The mighty Falcon can't back down from a challenge now, can he? Let's do it. All right then. The first one to that checkpoint over there is the winner. I can't lose in my fire stingray.
So I did mention the voice acting being early 2000s as heck, but I gotta admit, Samurai Goro's voice is perfect in my opinion. That is exactly how I expect Samurai Goro to sound. Like, props to that voice actor. He if they ever bring F-Zero back and have voice acting and whatnot, he should be brought back to voice Samurai Goro. That is absolutely perfect. Exactly what I expect Samurai Goro to sound like. Captain Falcon obviously could use a little bit of work, but hey, it is what it is. Here's 2003. What do you expect? So for this mission in particular, you gotta beat Samurai Goro to the end. There's just one problem. There's falling rocks everywhere! And if you hit the rocks, you lose speed, you lose energy, and bye Samurai Goro. Thank you, cheat. I can't beat this with the cheat on, but without it, I can't beat it, so yeah. Originally, I thought maybe I'd just do the story mode with cheats, right? I wish it was that simple. I really do. Hence why I couldn't show it all off, but anyways. Just want to drive around now, just a nice leisurely drive, avoiding rocks once in a while. I mean, I don't even really have to be concerned about it, honestly. But yeah, you basically have to memorize everything here. You gotta memorize where all the rocks drop, you gotta memorize where they're going to land, and you gotta be careful that they don't push you off too, because they can do that. So it's like, oh my god, this would take me probably an hour or two just memorizing everything, and even then, I wouldn't have fun with it, so it's just not worth it, in my opinion. Like, I like the idea of a story mode for F-Zero GX. I think this is a great way to expand on the story and lore of F-Zero, definitely, but it's just too hard for its own good, in my opinion.
I'm gonna get you in the Grand Prix!
Hey, you! What do you... Wait a minute! What do you think this is?
What a scam! That's a 2 million space credits! Ha! What can I do with this one coin? You're the famous Falcon! Please, I beg of you, enter the bet race. What? Where? Please, consider it an old man's last request.
Just calm down. We will shortly be closing registration for the next race.
The next race is going to start!
Hey, where do you think you're taking me? Wait!
Just perfect!
Yes, I'm sure nobody's going to question why Famicom is driving the Blue Falcon. Why does Captain Falcon even need disguise? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense, but at least this one's pretty simple, just a basic race. Yeah, I'm sure this one's not too hard, right? Well, I wouldn't know. I didn't turn my cheats off, so sorry about that, folks, but oh well, is what it is. Alright, so here we go. Only 12 racers to deal with, so that's not too bad at least. And hey, they're flashing red already, so... Yep, I just got 2 kills already by barely trying. All I gotta do is just touch them and they blow up like the worms they are. But yeah, I could probably beat this one without cheats, but I'm not going to test it. Why bother? I can't beat the rest, so why even bother, right? Oh man. Yeah, maybe someday if I really, you know, work hard, or if I have save states on, if I ever get a Switch 2, which hopefully I can soon. I really want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World. My God. I'm so sad about that, but it is what it is. Anyways, up there goes Billy. Alright, just got James and Antonio to worry about now. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Well, as long as those 2 blow up, it's going to be okay. I'm sure they'll blow up eventually, right? Right? I'm sure this won't come down to a Y or anything like that. I hope not. And good thing about infinite energy, I don't have to worry about this dirt on the ground. That technically shouldn't be affecting me. Again, I'm floating above it. It doesn't make much sense. I don't know. I don't know, folks. I can't make sense of this. I can't. I'm trying, alright? Oh, well, took out Antonio. Hooray! I'm gonna have James, so hooray! Oh, jeez. I do like how Captain Falcon's pictures even changed up for this one chapter. They didn't have to go that far with it. But again, I have to ask, why does he need disguise? I mean, there's no rule saying that he can't compete, right? Unless they're just, you know, like, oh no, Captain Falcon, he can't compete, he wins all the time. Which I guess is possible, but that'd just be very sad on their part, so I don't know. This chapter's weird, what can I say? Alright. On to chapter 4. Hooray.
Here, this is your share.
Take it.
Once again, Black Shadow is running riot in the lightning area. All citizens are advised to evacuate immediately. We repeat, all citizens are advised to evacuate immediately.
Oh, come on. Why didn't you take the money, Captain? Come on.
The gangs. So you want to play?
Guys, the party's just starting.
So now we got the chapter that is the closest to death race we have. So yeah, I crushed Michael Chain's machine and hit the checkpoint first. So that's pretty simple. Again, I got cheats on, but I imagine this chapter might be a little bit fun without cheats, honestly. Doesn't seem too bad, just gotta smash everyone, so... Yeah, that's cool. It's a long track too, so that's cool, but again, I haven't tried it without cheats yet. Maybe I will someday. Accelerator on, okay, that's cool. I like the music here too, it's a nice remix. And getting back on the voice acting, I will say this. I like Captain Falcon's voice actor, I just don't think the line delivery is always great, unfortunately. Like, he has a good voice, like, you know, so you want to play. That was a great delivery, but then there's times where he's like, what are you doing with me? Like, not the best delivery, and okay, time for Leisure Drive now. These cheats are too powerful sometimes. But anyways, as I was going to say, you know, sometimes it's just the delivery. I do like his voice. Michael Chain, on the other hand, I don't know, he just sounds kind of whiny in my opinion, which I guess fits his character because he keeps losing, and as we saw in his bio in F-Zero X, so, I don't know, it's not bad or anything, it's just not amazing. It's not what I expect him to sound like, I guess. So, you know, having a good day? I'm just having a nice drive, you know, nothing's bothering me now that they're all dead. Interestingly enough, though, in the next cutscene, his machine is okay, so... Canon-wise, what happened? I'm just curious to know, like, did Falcon outrace all of them, and he's just like, gosh, darn it! And they just retreat? I don't know. It doesn't always make sense, guys. It's a game from 2005, we expect, but, this is the last chapter I can beat, so... Hope you guys enjoyed story mode. Again, I do recommend you look up story mode, just not for me, because I can't. Excuse me, because I can't beat it. But there are plenty of YouTubers out there that have beaten this on very hard. Even I can't do it on normal. So yeah, sucks to be me sometimes. Alright, and I'll at least show off the next chapter, but I won't be able to beat it. Spoiler alert.
Oh no! After Falcon! Don't lose him! Go! Go after it! What are you doing?
Are you alright?
Jody's still inside the building!
Wait there. Jody!
Man, Jody saw it. Oh, I mean, we gotta get out of here. This place is gonna blow up. I just hope she has a good reward for Captain Falcon when he's done. Yeah. And this is unfortunately where my my run ends, because again, I can't beat this one. This one is even harder than the second mission. Like, I thought the second one was difficult, but this one, even with the cheats, I can't do it. I love the music though. All right. Yeah, let's do this. Let's not in reality though, because yeah, all these gates keep shutting, and you may notice the cheat is not working. What the hell? Why is the cheat stop working? Oh, I pause and it works again all of a sudden. I don't know why that is, but boy is that annoying, because again, you have to memorize every single place this gate shuts. And if you hit one, oh yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of time. I tried like 20 or so tries. I could not do it, even with the cheats. So eventually I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm not having fun anymore. Let's just move on. There's plenty of places on YouTube you can watch the story mode. I recommend you watch it somewhere else, because again, I can't do it. I don't have the time and patience for this anymore. I'm sorry. If this was, you know, little kid me, yeah, I probably would beat this eventually, but adult me has a job, has a personal life. I don't have time for this. I'm sorry. Alright, screw it. Get me out of here. Alright, so all that's left is to show off the customization and the pilot profile. So let's start with customization. Here we can make our own machines. So here's the F-Series shop. That's where you can buy the machines for all the characters and whatnot. White Cat, Death Anchor, all those. It's also where you can buy the story mode missions and also the custom parts to build the machines. So we got stuff like Brave Eagle and Splash Whale and Blood Raven, stuff like that. That's actually kind of cool sounding. Makes you wonder why Blood Falcon chose Bloodhawk instead of Blood Raven. I think that sounds kind of cooler, but that's just me. Also, we can buy the AX courses and Sounds of Big Blue and Sounds of Mutant City, which are those remixes that I showed off in the Grand Prix mode. So, yeah. You also need an emblem editor if you want to add your own emblem, but I'm not really interested in showing that off. And here's a custom machine I did a while back called the Burning Buffalo 64 or G4 or whatever, so that's cool. I'll be sure to show it off, but let's go and build a new machine, why don't we? It's probably going to suck, don't get me wrong, but let's see what we can come up with. Let's see. We got Galaxy Falcon, Giant Planet. That just looks weird. Cruiser, Splash Whale. Yeah, not bad looking, but it's an E in body. I don't know if I want an E. Also, just a friendly word of advice: do not make a machine that is all A's. Trust me, it will not go well. I did that once, and it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, Firewolf sounds cool. Oh, whoops. No, we're not done yet. There, I got push the R and L and R buttons. My bad. Okay. Wonder Worm. That just sounds weird. Who wants a machine called Worm? There, it's let's see here. We got Firewolf, and what else are we going to pick? Blast Camel. That'd be interesting. Oh boy. That one looks kind of cool. Super Links. Crystal Egg just looks weird. Yeah, I'll go with, I don't want one that's pink, I know that much. I don't know if you can change the colors of these machine parts, by the way. There is a way, I don't know how to do it. So, yeah. That looks kind of cool. Maybe go with that. Or, we'll go with, what should I go with? Ooh, tough choice. Tough choice indeed. I'll go with, I don't know yet. Which one am I going to go with? I don't know. We will find out soon enough. Looks like we're going to go with Windy Shark. No. Oh, yep. Windy Shark. Nope. Okay, I thought for sure I was picking that one. Man, I spent way too much time trying to figure this out. I'm doing a Let's Play for crying out loud. This is embarrassing. Yeah, we'll go with Windy Shark. Why not? We got a wolf and a shark together. I'm sure that won't make any kind of weird abomination creature. And for booster, oh boy, which one? Knows my grip is E. That's not good. Yeah, well, it's just gonna be for demonstration purposes, anyways. And you can pick your own pilots. That's cool. And looks like we got the Slash Coyote V2. So that's a cool name. And we're going to have Leon be our pilot because Leon's my guy. What can I say? He's my favorite, after all. So, anyways, let's go and test out our new toy, shall we? And of course, you got 2 other slots if you want. But yeah. Anyways, let's go on to time attack mode and play with our new toys. Right? That sounds good. Get on the Ruby Cup and hit the Y button. Load our garage. And there they are. We'll start off with the burning Buffalo 64. Yeah, I got BB and A. I'm sure that won't be bad at all. I'm pretty sure if I recall correctly, the grip on this one wasn't too bad though, so that's something at least. In any case, it's probably better than Space Angler because unfortunately Space Angler failed us. Seriously, Sega, why? Justice for Leon! Oh geez, flying around, that's not good. Oh geez, flying around, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this is a slippery machine, I forgot, oh geez. But yeah, here's time attack mode if you're really curious. You just drive. That's it. I mean, obviously you try to get a good time and all, but it's not that interesting, if I'm gonna be honest. I guess you're taking on Staff Ghost or whatever, cool, but I'm not interested in that. And let's see how our boost is. Not bad, not bad. I just wish the grip wasn't so slippery, because I suck with slippery grips. That's why I couldn't play Soda as much as I wanted to. I really wanted to do a cup with Soda, but I just kept dying over and over again. It's just like, darn it. Oh, that sucks. Is what it is. I would at least recommend looking up Soda's, what am I thinking? Interview questions, because he has a really funny one in particular where Mr. G was just like, a message for all your TV fans out there. I have fans. Hey, raise your hand if you're my fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 fans. Man, I love Soda. Seriously, that guy's so funny. Good job, you got top ranking. Hooray! That's cool, I guess. Didn't take much to beat Captain Falcon, though. So yeah, that's cool. Anyways, let's go try out the one I actually made for this video, shall we? So let's go and select a different course. Let's check out that Slash Coyote, which sounds pretty cool, actually. Gonna stick to the Ruby Cup, though. We'll do Casino Palace, yeah. So the garage. And there we go. Original machine. Oh boy, an E-grip. Now I'm a bit concerned about this one. Oh boy, is this one going to be slippery too? Let's hope not. Hopefully it's better than the Burning Buffalo 64. Alright, let's go. Please be good. Okay. Grip seems a little bit better. That's good, despite the fact that's an E. You'd think the grip of A would be better, but no, apparently not. I still don't get that. Seriously, the grading in this game sucks. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, oh, you got an A booster. And then it goes like 5 seconds. Like, what the heck was that? That ain't a grade A. That's a grade D at best. I don't know. I don't know why the grading is so bad in this game. Literally, it's something that everyone's complained about, so thank God for F-Zero GX Unleashed. I just wish I could play it because, again, I just can't get it running for some reason. I followed the tutorial to a T, and yet, for whatever reason, it just doesn't work. In case you guys ever wonder why I don't really play, you know, mods or you know, what's the word I'm looking for, ROM hacks and whatnot. It's not a case of I don't want to play them, it's a case of for whatever reason I can't get them to run on my computer. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's just an old computer. I do have to update this ASAP before Windows 10 dies, otherwise I'm going to be taking a long hiatus, but here's to hoping, folks, here's to hoping.
Impressive. New record.
Hooray, a new record. Yeah, I beat my record. Hooray. Who cares, though? Realistically, who cares? Alright. Now all that's left is the pilot profile, so like I mentioned plenty of times before, everybody has their own theme song, which is pretty cool, so I'm just going to be quiet and let you guys read and listen to the music, so enjoy.
But it's the fight that keeps us ready and